They slammed on the brakes, people. You are watching the progressive left take the wheel of the entire Democratic Party and will go completely away from canceling the government shutdown because they want to push further and use the leverage more. Y'all, this is developing. I cannot wait to show you this. We're either going to have a complete and total repudiation of the prior existing plan that's been leaked and everyone knows, or you're going to have an ultimate betrayal by the Democrats in the middle. This is about to get spicy. Everything's going to be linked in the description box below. I'm not going to bury the lead. Let's jump right into it. And of course, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. All right. We're going to do this quick because it's Friday, and quite frankly, you guys deserve it. This is Chris Murphy. Now, Chris Murphy is one of these guys who's the progressive light, okay? He's not the far left progressive like Bernie Sanders, but he's also not like Elizabeth Warren, you know, like that Ed Markey crazy side. He's kind of like the cleaned, polished poison bottle, right? The other ones have like skull and crossbones on them, but Chris Murphy has like a tuxedo bottle. So he doesn't look evil, but he is. Yeah, listen to this, okay? Again, remember, for the last week and a half, it's been, we're going to open the government because it's hurting everybody, and it's bad, and it's horrible, and it's awful, and it's very, very bad. They win the elections on Tuesday, and the far-left progressives decide that the moderate Democrats don't get to open the government because they want more power, and they want more goodies. Okay, watch this. Guys, I'm telling you, this is what's developing right now. It's going to be one of these two things.
I think there will be some pretty substantial damage done to a Democratic brand that has been rehabilitated if on the heels of an election in which the people told us to keep fighting, we immediately stop fighting.
Okay, this is so telling for so many reasons. And guys, please let me know if I'm over the target on this one. Planes in the chat, comments, share this out. They honestly think that after 10 years of being completely and totally irrelevant, a proverbial eye roll, not having the House, the Senate, or the White House, getting their ish pushed in for a decade, they win one special election in all blue cities and blue states because they had a bigger turnout than they normally do, which is a win. Good talk. But that's all of a sudden a rehabilitated brand? They're still horribly disliked in the entire nation. Yes, they won in those 3 locations. That is not a rehabilitation of the entire brand. It's still a shit sandwich. But they think, because they got this taste of victory, which is such a foreign taste for them recently, that now they have to keep on going because Americans are wanting them to fight. Because 3 blue districts, one of them who just elected a social demagogue as their mayor, they wanted you to keep fighting. Really? Okay, let's keep going. Again, it's all about their brand. This is not about the people. It's all about their brand and power. Watch.
Surrender without having gotten anything. And we cause a lot of folks in this country who had started to believe in the Democratic Party to retreat again. I worry that it will be hard to sort of get them back up off the mat in time for next fall's election cycle.
Whoa! Ding, ding, ding! Give that guy a prize. He just said the truth on accident. You know, on the heels of an election where we won, is it really the best thing to give up our leverage to open the government again and pay the military and air traffic controllers and get the SNAP benefits going without getting anything for ourselves? Because it's going to be hard to get people to vote in November. Y'all, when I told you that everything from this moment going forward is all about the midterm elections and their power, that's what it's about. He just said it. If we open up the government without having something from our hostage taking, without utilizing our leverage, which is the American people, then we're going to lose the ability to motivate voters because we're fighting to get the midterm vote out. I told y'all this was all about the midterms the whole frickin' time. All right, let's keep on going. I got more for it. This is not just Chris Murphy. Guys, this is the new direction that happened after last night's meetings with the Dems. This is the progressive chair of the Democrat Party, which we really just call the leader of the Democrat Party because the middle DNC is officially dead. It is no longer existing. If you are an establishment Democrat, you might want to start looking elsewhere because they're now the progressive party. All right, watch.
So no, a promise of a failed vote or a promise of any vote later down the line is just not good enough. Trust has completely broken down because Republicans keep breaking their promises. The urgency is real. The premiums are rising now. Rural hospitals are closing now. Tens of millions of Americans are suffering now. So we need a real, tangible win that the American people will feel now, not a promise to think about addressing a healthcare crisis in the future. Any deal must secure the extension of the ACA tax credits and ensure health care for the American people with agreement from the House, the Senate, and the White House. Full stop. We have the momentum. We have the support of the people because we are fighting for them, with them, and we can't give up without a real victory for the people.
Does that sound oddly familiar? Because it sounds exactly what Chris Murphy just said. We can't give up without getting something tangible because we're winning. That's what they're saying. They're saying we won in the election, so therefore we're winning on everything in the congressional shutdown, so therefore we're going to keep on hurting people for our own power in the midterms. Keep in mind, the Progressive Caucus in the House, which is what you're looking at, is a very, very small percentage of the entire House population on the Democrat side. The inmates are running the asylum. That is what's happening. Okay, let's keep on going. I'm telling you, let's keep on going. Here we go. This is Alyssa Slotkin. This is a senator on the Democrat side. This all happened yesterday, by the way. Okay, listen to Alyssa Slotkin as the vote is going down right this minute on Friday. Watch what she says. Again, wait for all of the power, all of the prestige, all of the shutdown talk. It's all about leverage. Watch this.
I thought the president was pretty frank this morning about the fact that, they lost and accepting some lumps for that, which was probably not what the Republicans in the room wanted him to say publicly, but he did it. And then he's finally clicking in to the shutdown. I mean, that for me is really important because, we need to negotiate with the decider, right? Donald Trump is the guy, the art of the deal guy. He's the guy who really tells the Republicans whether they can make a deal or not. So for those of us who are interested in ending the shutdown and having it be something important on health care, I want to get in the room with the decider. And so I'm glad that he's clicking in. The filibuster and getting rid of the filibuster, I think, is something that he's using maybe to pressure the conversation. But he knows that healthcare is a vulnerability for him. He's the politician that seems to be dictating everything for the Republicans in the Senate. So I think it's good to have him getting in the game. He was in China. He was doing other things. Now it's time to sit in a room and get something done.
All right. Again, the idea and what did she say? He's finally clicking into the shutdown. They are thinking that the shutdown that they instigated through their leverage power, the American people, and not paying anybody and basically shutting down the government, it's their votes that make it or don't break it. I mean, all the Republicans voted for it with the exception of one. So the Republicans shut down the government because they didn't give me my candy, so I'm not going to go to bed until I get my cup of milk too. You really think this is going to work out? How do you think that's going to go? If you think that they're leveraging the American people right now in November and October of this year, and they are the ones that will have the same makeup in the October, November leading up into the the midterms, you think they're not going to shut the government down right before the midterms too? It's hostage taking. But they're all realizing the exact same thing in their minds. They think that they won those special elections, so therefore they have a mandate to do this to the rest of the country. And I personally think that's a miscalculation. But it doesn't matter what I think. The far left is running the Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is the far left. It is no longer middle-of-the-road Democrats. That's all I can tell you. That's what's happening. It's going to be beautiful in the end because they're going to go down this road and they're going to consistently capitulate to the far left, and they're going to lose nationally. That's what they don't get. This rehabilitation of the entire party. What's been rehabilitated? Did your policies change? No. Did your players change? No. Did you win in blue areas? Yes. Okay. I wonder what the difference is. But anyway, let's keep on making people suffer for your own aggrandizement. That's what I've got for you guys. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next one.